Hi there, Kath Gammack, Rig Market Analyst with Westwood Global Energy. Here with a quick recap on some of the offshore rig market news during the period 4th up to and including the 10th of April. Past week has been another busy contracting week with new contracts and/or extensions across Brazil, the UK and Southeast Asia. Seadrill announced that Petrobras awarded a 1,095-day contract extension to ultra-deepwater drillship West Polaris for the Búzios field in the Santos Basin of Brazil. This extension adds around $480 million in contracted backlog, which is expected to commence in direct continuation of the prevailing contract that ends in January of 2028. It has also been agreed to adjust the current contract day rate from 1st April 2026 through 31st of March 2027 to $409,200 and from the 1st of April 2027 through 15th of January 2028 to $454,700. Petrobras awarded a 1,064-day contract extension to Valaris for its ultra-deepwater drillship Valaris DS4 for further operations off Brazil. The extension is expected to commence in November 2027 in direct continuation of the existing programme and will add around $447 million to the contract backlog. In conjunction with the extension, the day rate for the remainder of the existing contract has been adjusted, reducing contract backlog from 1st of April 2026 to November 2027 by approximately $21 million. Further to our news item of the 12th of December last year, industry sources reveal that Dialogue Resources secured PV Drilling Jackup, PV Drilling 6, for its drilling programme that began in late March. The work, which will be conducted offshore East Malaysia, consists of one shallow water appraisal well in the Fatima field. This will be followed by 4 drilling and completions in the Baram Junior cluster offshore Miri. The rig is currently under a long-term contract with Petronas Carigali until the end of 2027. However, has been released to perform the work for Dialogue. Dolphin Drilling executed a letter of intent with an undisclosed operator for the provision and operation of midwater semi-sub Paul B. Lloyd Jr. in direct continuation of the prevailing contract with Harbour Energy, with that contract keeping her firmly committed into February of 2028 and includes 5 remaining 1-year options. Subject to certain LOI conditions, there is an intention by the parties to work towards a contract with a firm duration of 2.5 years until August of 2030. The current operator also retains options to extend for up to a further 5 years beyond the firm contract period, subject to future project requirements. 4C announced that it has amended some existing contract with Petrobras, covering part of its owned fleet operating in Brazil. These amendments add approximately $150 million to the company's backlog, primarily driven by contract extension and commercial negotiations. Following the 24th of March RigLogic's report on 4C ultra-deepwater drillship ODN-1 being awarded the Mero tender from Petrobras, 4C has confirmed that a 2-year extension for ultra-deepwater semi-sub Norb 6 was also signed in March. This will keep the rig busy into November of 2028, with options extending into the fourth quarter of 2029. Further to our news item of the 26th of March, PV Drilling jackup PV Drilling 9 has been towed from the PTSC shipyard to the Ho Chi Minh anchorage ahead of her upcoming drilling program offshore Vietnam, which is due to commence around the middle of April and run for around 60 days. The client is said to be PVEP, with a work scope mainly for plug and abandonment operations. Further to a report of the 24th of March, industry sources advise that ultra-deepwater drillship Deep Value Driller is scheduled to drill a second well for Eni Ganal Deepwater Limited. The well, reported to be Geng North, is anticipated to begin during the final week in April and conclude around the middle of September. The rig is currently operated by Saipem under a bareboat charter from Deep Value Driller AS. As reported in February, the rig has been sold to Eldorado Drilling. Further to our 2nd of April report, industry sources have confirmed that Hibiscus Oil and Gas Malaysia Limited awarded ADES Jackup Shelf Drilling Enterprise its upcoming plug and abandonment campaign offshore Malaysia that is scheduled to begin in May. The 120-day campaign consists of 13 plug and abandonment wells. The rig is currently in Singapore, where she has been warm stacked since mid-February. Ventura Offshore secured a 135-day extension of the current contract for ultra-deepwater drillship Carolina, which will now run into September 2026, adding around $29 million to the company's backlog. Due to this extension, the mobilization window for the upcoming contract for the Sepia Atapu project has been postponed until January 2027. The Carolina extension and the extension for ultra-deepwater semi-sub SSV Victoria, which was reported by RigLogix on the 5th of April, resulted in an incremental backlog of $495 million, along with rig management fees related to the $145 million backlog from the extension of Ventura-managed ultra-deepwater drillship Atlantic Zonda. Messiah Oil has disclosed that drilling activities at the Yumna field offshore Oman using Northern Ocean jackup Energy Emerger is now expected to start in May this year, versus the earlier first quarter 2026 timeline. The rig is contracted for a 3-well drilling campaign. Block 50 is roughly 17,000 square kilometre offshore concession in the Gulf of Messaira east of Oman. And finally, Occidental has made an oil discovery in the US Gulf with the Bandit prospect in Green Canyon Block 680. The well was spudded by ultra-deepwater drillship Valaris DS-16 on the 2nd of September last year in 5,019 feet of water. The well encountered high-quality, bull-to-base oil-bearing Miocene sands. The operator and its partners are evaluating the results to determine the next steps, noting the discovery has the potential for subsea tiebacks to an adjacent Occidental-operated facility and others in the nearby area. Occidental holds 45.375% working interest, alongside partners Chevron with 37.125% and Woodside with 17.5%. Valaris DS16 is firm with Occidental through December of 2028. That's it for this week. Many thanks for listening. Hope you find this of interest. If you'd like more information on RigLogix, please visit our website www.westwoodenergy.com.